Hi, welcome back to the Zawadi Within. Today, I just want to talk about how to believe in yourself. And I know it sounds kind of cliche. A lot of times people are like, just believe in yourself. Just go out and do that thing that you know you're meant to do. And yes, that is important. We should take initiative and step out in faith, but also we should take time to kind of analyze, okay, what does believing in me mean? And for me, believing in myself means showing up as the version of me that I want to be. So there's me in the present, there's me who I want to be, and me thinking, okay, what is the ideal version of me act like, dress like, think like, values, like what kind of values does she have? And then embodying those things. And the funny thing is, when we act a certain way, our brains don't know the difference between reality and fact. If you act like you're an athletic person and you keep getting up to exercise every day, after a while your body's like, well, when you don't exercise, your muscles will cramp up and be like, nope, you're an athlete. You got to go out there and do that thing. And in the same way, when we're trying to become an ideal version of ourselves, when we start acting like that person, it may feel fake initially, but after a while, we will get used to it and our bodies think this is who you are. So when you fall off, your mind will be like, no, we are not that person anymore. We are this new version and you need to get it together, like now. So definitely, I want to encourage you to go ahead and start embodying that. I'm looking at my notes real quickly. And also to stop waiting for others to believe in us. That is one thing that I truly have grown in and just in this like self-love journey that I've been going on is stop waiting for other people to believe that you are worthy or that you are capable of becoming the person that you've always known you were meant to be. When we get distracted by other people and let their opinions get into our mind, they hold us back because they don't have your vision. They don't have your dream because they are not you. It is impossible for somebody else to truly know who you are meant to be, what you're meant to do more than you do. You may be disconnected from yourself, but at the end of the day, at the core of who you are, you know exactly what you need to do to become the person that you're meant to be. That's why I say we have to be quiet with ourselves to listen to our intuition and take initiative. And it can start with small steps. It can be like, okay, I just want to be somebody who's more disciplined. And then find something small that you can be disciplined in. I want to be a person who's more confident. Okay, go and try new things and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And after a while, you won't care anymore. And if you're somebody who maybe has a bigger goal, if you want to, I don't know, be a writer or be a speaker, like for me, I've always known that I've been meant to speak to people, to encourage people, to help people grow and discover their gifts. But I used to worry about what people would think about what I said. I used to worry like, well, what if somebody doesn't like what I'm saying? And I had to come to a point where I was like, you know what? It does not matter because I know what I am saying is true. If they disagree with me, that's literally just their opinion. They are more than welcome to disagree with me because I know what I'm saying is true. Their version of truth might be different, but it does not take anything away from my truth, from me doing and becoming who I was always meant to be. And when you embody who you were always meant to be, guess what? Other people will realize it and then they will start to reflect back to you who you are. They'll be like, yeah, I knew you had that in you. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But the thing is, you have to take the initiative first. It is nice for people to encourage us, to speak life into us, but we have to start first by speaking life to ourselves. There's like this verse in, I believe it's First Kings, where David encourages himself in the Lord. And I'll link it down below. But I love that verse because that verse used to remind me that, hey, I don't have to wait for other people to encourage me, to believe in me, to encourage, to pump me up and me fulfilling my purpose. I have to believe in my purpose. And when I believe in my purpose, they subconsciously start to rally around me. And the same way, you have to believe in your purpose. When you connect with your intuition, when you learn to be quiet with yourself, your purpose will reveal itself to you. And then you take small steps to start walking that out. And the more you walk it out, the clearer it becomes. And the more you do it, the more confident you become. And I just want everybody to be in touch with who they are and learn how to grow, learn how to be the person that they're always meant to be. And guess what? There is room for every one of us to shine. Sometimes people are afraid to shine because they feel like if they shine, it makes somebody else feel less than. Or if they shine, there won't be enough room for everybody. And I want to encourage you that there is room enough for each and every one of us to shine. We're all meant to be like diamonds, to shine brightly. And when we shine and we come together, I mean, can you imagine how amazing that is when we're all fully embodying our power, our purpose, and growing together? Wouldn't you want to be in that kind of community? That's the kind of community that I want to create for other people, to not sit and just accept life for how it is, but to realize that, yes, this is the life that I'm in, but I choose to create a better life. I choose to create the best version of me. I choose to create the best life for me, for my family, for my children, by starting with myself. Because a lot of times people look at their circumstances and think if their circumstances change, then they can be better. If their circumstances change, then they'll feel better. Their life will be better. But the reality is our circumstances are what they are. But we choose how to react to them. And when we focus on the things that are good, and we choose to be grateful for what we have, more goodness comes into our life. And when that goodness comes and starts to overflow in our life, it just starts overflowing in our relationships, in our finances, in our living situations. And these are things that I'm not just saying. These are things that I know for a fact because they happen in my life, and I know they can happen to you too. So I'm not just repeating nice stuff that other people have said. These are things that I have factual proof of. Your life can change drastically in a good way. And I want everybody to have that opportunity to fully live out the life that they were always meant to live, to fully embody the person who they're always meant to be. And I just want to encourage you to choose to believe in yourself. Choose to take a risk on you. Choose to see you the way God sees you. In Psalms 139, verse 13 and 14, he says, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made." Basically saying you are perfect in the way that I made you. Some people get a little iffy about that because they could see their imperfections or they could see their flaws. But those flaws are part of the things that make us us. They're not really flaws. I don't say that I have flaws, because the things in me that need to grow are parts of me that make me me. Can I improve? Absolutely. But I love those parts of me that are supposedly flaws, and with time they slowly do improve, and they give me character. They keep us humble, first of all, so that we don't get too prideful. But they also show us that, hey, with the different characters, with the different things going on, it creates diversity in the world. And I want us all to be our best unique version, but to fully embody who we're meant to be and to walk in that. So when I walk out and I'm a housewife, I'm a mother, I love fashion, those are all things that are about me, little things about me. So, but does that mean that if I see another person who's also a housewife and is into fashion and loves their kids and loves speaking to others, that she's taking away from me? Absolutely not. We all have different things to give to the world. And I want to encourage you to bless the world with your gift. Like, our gifts are not meant to be sat on. They're meant to be shared. And when we share them, it brings so much joy to our lives, honestly. Just sharing the beauty and the goodness that we have inside us with other people, it brings so much joy to our lives. And I hope that you also have that joy. And if you don't, I want to encourage you to go and start taking those baby steps and to walking in and embodying the person that you were always meant to be, because it's there in you. It may be deep down inside, but it's there. I can see it, and I hope you will see it too. So be blessed and have a wonderful rest of your night. Goodbye.